The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Torres. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field, gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Smashes through. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Wood. Moving out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give. Shakes off the tackle. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. Think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space. It's Meyer. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On third and short, the power run here. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over UCF. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Torres. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Scanning the field, it's Wood. Lost one deep down the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the second game.
And it's always a big, strong-arm guy that throws the ball the yard, that's just good-looking. I mean, just all the things that most people aren't, but that they want to root for and cheer for because they always find that guy at that position that does great things.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed.
Touchdown, Trojan! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
USC 13, Washington 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Huskies want to move quickly. They'll run the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Washington sends out the punt team. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. first down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Wood. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars.
And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to UCF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Dropping back, it's Torres. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Going up top on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Motion from the offense. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Spinderella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Torres. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
What unbelievable toughness by the QB. When you're running a screen, you got to sell deep pass down the field, back up, buy time. Oh, you got to love the toughness of that guy.
Yeah, and I remember as a quarterback, I used to hate that play call for everything you just said. Because you know you've got to hold on to it to the last possible second for the play to be effective. Kudos to him, man. That is one tough dude.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. They'll try to get it through the air. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Washington right back to the line.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls out.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Quarterback will audible. They'll try the left side. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Here on third down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Wood. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Oh, he's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Got it! Touchdown, Washington! And once he got loose, it was all over. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Wood. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here. He's off to the races. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Torres. He's got the back in the middle. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 25 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Wood. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Holds it in on the left. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Washington. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wood. Got his man out of the backfield. Breaks the tackle.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down, full quarter. Need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Looking downfield, it's Wood. Makes the grab on the left. The offense coughs it up. Once that ball was loose, offense. Chance, defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Timeout, Washington.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, looking for the completion. makes the catch past the sticks. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defense.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Wood. Pocket starts to collapse. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David,